Hi friends, here we are again in my kitchen. I love to have all of you in my kitchen. So today I am going to do something that it is very popular in my house, but I don't make it as often because if we did, we wouldn't fit in the doors. I'm going to show you how I make my cinnamon rolls. When I had my little store, I used to make this and it used to go all the time. So I haven't made it in a while and my son's been asking me for, so I thought, well, I'll make a video and then I'll show you how I do my cinnamon rolls. I'm gonna do the plain kind. I make different flavors, but I'm gonna show you the plain, and then maybe later on I'll show you another video, the pumpkin. As we go to the fall, it's ideal to have a pumpkin cinnamon roll, but not this time. Anyway, so let's get started. Okay, I have here 8 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 4 cups of whole milk, and we'll start warming this up. So 4 cups of whole milk, 1 cup of vegetable oil, add that to it, and then 1 cup of sugar. And we'll mix all this, and I'll put it on the stove, and it starts warming up. So let's see. I have 2 tablespoons of yeast, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 heaping teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 scant. That means it's not full all the way. A teaspoon of baking soda. You need plenty of butter. You need cinnamon, and you need sugar for the topping. So I'm gonna let my milk warm up, and then I'll come back. Okay, my milk and my oil and the sugar. The sugar is all dissolved. And you don't want to eat it too much. You just want the sugar to dissolve. And now I'm going to add my yeast. Add your yeast to it and mix it. Combine everything good. And then I'm also going to add my salt to my flour and mix that good. And now we're going to mix. Add the milk mixture to the water. You're gonna make your dough. You can do this in your you can do this in your mixer if you have a bigger mixer, but my mixer is not too big. This wouldn't fit. Okay, I'm gonna go with my hands, my best tools. Mix all this, and then we're gonna let it rest for about an hour or until it doubles in size, and then we'll do the rest. It's very easy. Just too bad it's too fattening. That's it. I'm gonna let this sit here, and then we'll cover. I'm gonna cover with a towel and let it sit there. Okay friends, it's been 1 hour that my dough has been risen. so it's kind of doubled in size. And I'm gonna add 1 cup of flour. I'm gonna add my baking soda and then my baking powder. And so now all I wanna do is mix all this into the dough, and then I'm ready for to roll it and assemble the cinnamon rolls. My husband loves cinnamon rolls, and he used to drive an hour, not an hour, 4 hours to go get cinnamon rolls. Yeah. So anyway, so I mixed all this. So now I'm gonna take this and put it in my bowl. Okay, and I'm gonna cut it in half. It'll make it easy for me to roll it. So you kind of want to make sure all that flour is incorporated in there. And we're gonna roll it. And you want to roll it at least maybe a 1/4 of an inch to get a good cinnamon roll. You don't want them too thick. You just keep working your way around, making sure there's flour so it doesn't stick on the board. And you can make this. I mean, this is the basic for any cinnamon roll. Let me put this here. Any cinnamon roll. But what you put in, it's what's gonna change. So right now I'm just gonna put cinnamon and sugar, and I'm gonna put some walnuts. I just remember, I thought, oh, I have walnuts, I'll put some walnuts. But you can make put it blueberries, you can make apple cinnamon rolls. The flavor is just endless when you can go from this. But this is the basic for any cinnamon rolls. Now what you put in, it changes. It's looking pretty good. And you kind of want it almost rectangle because you want to kind of roll it in and even, so when you cut it. Okay, here I have my sugar. Bring this down. And I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. I love cinnamon. So if I'm gonna have a cinnamon roll, which most likely I won't be able to eat this, 2 big tablespoons of cinnamon. And just mix this mixture real good. Okay, my butter is soft. So, and you want real butter. I won't substitute anything else. Some people put margarine and all that. No, you want the real butter. So you kind of just want to spread it all over this dough. That's why it's so rich. It's all this butter, all the sugar. This makes ideal for Christmas. You know, those Christmas mornings where you have all your family, don't know, you can make this ahead and then put it in a Pyrex or in a container and freeze it. And then the night before you want to cook it, you take it out of the freezer, and then you just bake it. So ideal. I made a couple times orders that I had for during Christmas, Thanksgiving. So now you want generously put some of this sugar all over. You don't want any bit of it without sugar and cinnamon. This is what's gonna give the flavor. I'm gonna put a little bit, just sprinkle a little bit more of cinnamon, just because you cannot have too much cinnamon. Okay, and then I have chopped walnuts. This is optional. You can put it if you want to. If you don't care for walnuts, you can put pecans, or you can just leave them out. My husband doesn't care for, so I'll make some without it. So, and now we're gonna roll, and we're gonna start from this side towards away. And the way I do, some people do the other way. But this way I find that I have better control of making sure it's tidy, because I can feel the tension on the roll here. And you want to make it as tight as possible, and incorporating, keeping all that sugar in there, those walnuts. And you just keep rolling. But this is like I said, an ideal recipe for holidays, for giving gifts. I'd make this, put it in little containers and give it as gifts during holidays. Everybody loves a good cinnamon roll. So then I keep pushing until, and then when I get to the end, I pinch. See, at the end, I pinch. So it seals real good in there, and none of that filling comes out. It's very easy. It doesn't take a lot to. And then now I cut it. And I like to cut it at least 3. I like a good cinnamon roll. About 3 inches. More or less. Doesn't have to. You can do whatever size you want. And I already sprayed oil in this, or buttered, however you want it. And then you're going to place your cinnamon rolls in this. And you can put them a little, spread them apart, because they're going to grow. So in this pan I can fit, I think, about 16 cinnamon rolls. We'll see. Because I put 4 in each row. And then what I do is when I put them, I kind of push them down a little bit so they kind of nest in there. And I'm going to do the other half. Save all this sugar. And I'm going to do the other half. Here I have it. And I'll roll this half. Here, friends. Here's my cinnamon rolls all rolled. And this is what I was talking about when you do for holidays. You can do it like this. And then put foil. Close these. You can freeze them like this. And then just take them, give them at least 24 hours to take it out of the freezer to thaw out. And then to rise. So that you have a good cinnamon roll. So now I'm going to leave these here on my counter, and I'm going to cover them with a towel, dish towel, for maybe about 30 minutes, 40 minutes. until they double again in size, and then we bake it. And then I'll make the frosting to put on top, because in order to have a good cinnamon roll, you need some frosting. I'll be back. Here it is, all my cinnamon rolls. See how beautiful they look? All hugging each other. So now I'm gonna give one to my son. And then I have the frosting, and the frosting is 1 cube. Actually, I have 2 cubes of the 8 ounce of cream cheese, 4 cups of powdered sugar, and then you want some milk or some cream to thin it out, and I'll show you. And then a little bit of vanilla. And this is the cream cheese. You gotta have cream cheese frosting. And my son loves extra cheese frosting. And that's why I don't make this as often, because look how rich this look. Look. Huh? What a nice gift this would be for Christmas, for a holiday, for somebody to wake up in the morning with the smell of cinnamon coming, the aroma of the cinnamon. So anyway, so now you know what my cinnamon rolls look like and how to make them. So go ahead and make them. As the holidays approach, this will make ideal gift for a family or for friends. So anyway, until next time, have a good day. Stay safe.